Well, hello there, everyone. Hopefully, this finds doing well today. And it is Friday, May the 20th. And we're approximately a month away from, I guess, the official start of summer. However, it's kind of like summer where I'm at, almost like year round. Anyway, as always, please subscribe, comment below. Thanks for those who said hello yesterday. I do appreciate it. And like the videos, share the videos. And I assume most of you must not be part of that 87% that are stressed. I think my video, I did record it late yesterday in the afternoon. Normally I do them in the morning. So maybe you just haven't had a chance to watch it, but I only had 19 views on it. So I'm so glad to hear the folks who do watch my videos are not stressed. Because you probably saw the title and be like, I'm not stressed. I don't need to watch that video. So thank you and great job, great job. I'm glad you're on the property ladder buying rentals and proceeding towards getting financially independent. That's fantastic to hear. All right, keep it up. So anyway, sometimes in life, most times in life, it's the little things that really help you out and help other people out. It's the little things, okay? Try to help others out when you can. I'll give you an example of something I'm doing that it helps me out, it helps the missus out, and I dare say it helps my neighbors out. Something I'm doing, you saw in the video the other day, if you watched it, I have a new dock down there. It doesn't have the tiki hut roof yet, but I have a new dock, and I have the lower section to the dock, which makes it much, much easier to launch my kayak. Like I did it yesterday. Normally it's the two of us doing it, and we can kind of help each other. But I did it yesterday by myself, on a whim. I just dragged my kayak over there. I was in my flip-flops, no life vest on. And I was like, let me go do something out there. There's a big branch that was floating in there. So, but anyway, what I've been doing over the past week or two, between the missus and I, we've been getting some trash out of the water. It seems like since I've been here, I see the same sort of trash over and over and over again. I have a pole and I'll push it away from, if it's on my seawall, I'll push it out in the middle, hopefully, hoping that the tide will carry it out. But it seems like sometimes there'll be something little, like there's a little tiny, probably a little like whiskey bottle, like small, that I started seeing last year. And then I stopped seeing it, so I forgot about it. And then it reappeared again this summer, or this spring. So it's like it's been stuck in some tree or something and then broke loose and now it's back. So anyway, what we're doing is trying to pick the trash up. There's not a lot of trash. Like if you visit me, even if you had visited me 6 months ago, you might be like, there's not really any trash out there. But there is trash out there. You know, there'll be water bottles, there'll be plastic bags, coconuts, branches, things like that. So I've been going out trying to pick them up. And it's a challenge sometimes. I'm in a big 12.5-foot kayak by myself. And sometimes I get this coconut, they're slippery. So I try to use my kayak, use my paddle, use my hand to get it over close to that dock where the missus then can lean down and pick it up with two hands. And so on and so on. Water bottles, I've been getting a lot of them. I think someone must have had recyclables out, and we had a big storm last week, and they must have had some, maybe they had a whole bunch of recyclables in their backyard in a box or something, because there was about 8 water bottles with caps on. They've been drinking, whatever. Caps are still on, but they're empty, and they've just been floating around over time. And, you know, one's 100 yards down there, but it'll come my way, and so on and so on. So we're getting it cleaned up. So yesterday what I did by myself, there was a branch, I guess it broke off during the storm, had little green needles on it. So it was very green and it just kind of stood out to me. It's get hung up on a piling there, get hung up there, get hung up there. So I got in the beast of a kayak. I got 12.5 feet long and went over to it yesterday and basically just picked it up. And on the other side of my canal is not woods, but there's trees over there, so I chucked it up in there the best I could. So hopefully it'll stay up there, or at least all the needles on it will die off. And then if it's in the water as a branch, it won't stand out as much. So anyway, it's the little things that help. Such as, I'll give you an example. I have a tenant in Virginia. I self-manage the property. I know her. I found her a couple years ago, helped her out. She's handicapped, so I installed a nice railing on the walkway outside. I put handicap bars in the restrooms and did some other things for her. And so anyway, she's been there for several years and she'll be there probably several more years. So she always pays me rent. Not always, but sometimes early. Like I just got the notification of getting it in, June's rent in already. It's the little things, you know. She has the money, I guess, and it's probably got paid. It's a Friday, so she's paying it early, and I appreciate that because I have other tenants that want to pay late. So anyway, all right. Well, it is. Let me see here. It is 9:41 where I'm at. In Birmingham, Alabama, it's probably 8:41. I believe the buyer who's buying my house, I can't remember now, they're either signing at 9 a.m. their time or 10 a.m. their time. I can't remember. And I overnighted all the paperwork yesterday that I signed there, so hopefully they'll get that today, and then hopefully they'll wire the funds, my proceeds, sometime this afternoon. Basically replenish the coffers a little bit. Not that I'm getting a lot, but the amount I spend to rehab it, and I haven't had a rent check for that house last September. That's the last time I got a rent check. The tenant didn't pay October, November, December. They moved out December, January, and then we rehabbed it, and I spent $16,000 to $18,000 on that house that I had rehabbed 3 years ago, spending 20-some thousand on it. So then, and then it went on the market. First buyer backed out, and now the second buyer should be signing in an hour or two. So it'll be good. It's a good house. I like that house. I've been to that house a couple times. I like it. It's located across the street from a golf course. It needs a homeowner. It doesn't need a tenant. And I believe it's a homeowner. I think that's a homeowner that's buying it. That's good. Some houses are more suited, I believe, to homeowners versus tenants. And I think that's one of them. It needs someone there that cares about the house, that will take care of it. So it's good. It's good. So I got one more house in Birmingham that I'm debating. I want to sell it, but I'm debating when do I sell it, because I'm rehabbing 3 houses right now, and I have a 4th house that's sitting empty because I'm spending my money on these 3. I can't afford to rehab it just yet, so I'm not getting rent in. I'm not rehabbing it yet. But the one house in Gary I'm rehabbing should be done this weekend. The property manager should be there Monday to take pictures, and they will start advertising it. So hopefully it'll rent pretty quick. That one, with them being a property manager, the first month they rent it, they will take out 50% as their payment. And then I'll start getting my monthly rent checks with them charging their 8%. So I'll get that. The 2 houses in Chicago, one I believe is getting very close to being done. But I know we're going to try to get a Section 8 tenant, and I was told recently that it'll probably be July when that tenant gets in there. So we're in late May now. So hopefully that'll happen. And at least once it's rehabbed, I can stop spending money on it. And then if the one in Gary, I can stop spending money on it. I'll probably do a refinance. I pay cash for the house in Gary. I'll probably combine it with another house. I think, I'm not positive, that I bought with seller financing. There's 9 houses that I bought with seller financing. I may combine it with one of those houses and refinance them jointly as a portfolio loan. If I do that, I will use Velocity Mortgage probably. Or if I decide to do it individually, I'll go with Kiave probably. We'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking out loud here. We'll see. I like the idea of going with each house its own mortgage. When you do a portfolio loan, you have 2. You potentially could have more than one in that same mortgage. If it's 2 houses, no big deal. I was looking a year or so ago at buying 14 houses and getting one big loan over 14. And that's not always the best way to do things. It's okay to do it, but then as I pay down, the houses are all combined together, so I may not necessarily own that. They told me once I pay enough down, they could spin one out, however they do it. But still, if something bad happened and I couldn't make a mortgage payment, I could lose 14 houses. So, but say you buy an apartment complex. You might buy 20 units and get one loan. It's fine. Because with the portfolio loan, they have a dollar amount. I think that's be $100,000 or higher. So if I had 2 houses that were valued at $60,000, I can't do them individually with them. That's with Velocity Mortgage. But I can do them individually with Kiave, I believe. I think they will go down to 50,000. I think they'll hold me to that. I think that's what they're doing. If you're interested in Kiave, I have 2 videos up. Myself and Millennial Mike to scroll through. They got thumbnails that say it. And if you watch those, or even if you just pull them up, I talk about Kiave in them, but I have a link in there. If you use that link and you successfully close on a property with them, I'll get a referral fee, payment, whatever it's called, and you will also get one. All right, I will get, I haven't looked at it recently. I think I will get $500, and you will get $350. So for no other reason, if you need to refinance or get just a mortgage with somebody of at least, if you get a mortgage, you might have to be like straight up mortgage. Don't hold me to any numbers, but maybe it has to be like 75,000. And if you're refinancing, maybe at least 50,000 or something like that. Don't hold me to it. They're a non-QM lender, just like Velocity Mortgage is. But anyway, if you need to go that route, then you get $350. Yes, I'll get $500, but you'll get $350. So why not? And then once you do it, you can refer somebody you know to get $500. Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at doing with those. As those 3 houses, I know it might be confusing you, but as the Gary house gets done, and I get a tenant in there, and as the Chicago house gets done, I stop paying the money to rehab it. Then I'll start rehabbing the other Gary house where the tenant moved out. So that one can then get rehabbed and get rented. And then I will start working on refinancing potentially the 3 houses I just bought and potentially 9 others that I have. So, but we'll see. Interest rates have gone up, so I don't want to affect my cash flow. So I'm going to have to evaluate this. I may just try to not refinance those 9. I won't go into detail on it, but I got about 13 years left until I have to do something. So I may wait it out, and if my cash flow improves like that goal of $25,000 a month, I may just start paying them off and then figure out what I'm going to do then. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're at 12 and a half minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. All right, y'all stay safe in whatever you do. Love life. Do the little things to help others out. Just do the little things to help others out, and it will come back, hopefully, to benefit yourself as well. All right, take care. Mazske is signing out.